We've done 5 nights now in the van in total, and Leigh has managed to avoid having a number 2 in the toilet.
Right, so nice and easy to park the camper there, and the village is just there. Time for the bus, or you can also get a tram. This is what was in Downton.
The series and the film, so
yeah.
Down there, we need to go in now and have a look. From our park up near Beamish Museum, just down the road actually, 5 minutes. As you can see, there's another camper van in the park up with us, and we've just made ourselves a cup of tea. Nick is about to try the toast, and then I'll have one. I won't want to have one because of that massive salad I had in the last vlog last night. Oh, why is that not working? It's not on, is it? What? What is? Nice big toaster actually, that. I'm impressed. Nice cup of tea, and there you go, there's the camper. They've got a pop-up. But they're cold. We weren't cold last night though, were we?
No, not at all.
Absolutely no condensation on any windows either. And we didn't even have that on last night.
No.
Right, we've made the bed, we've had us breakfast, we're just watching a YouTube video on some van lifers in France. A lot of people turning up in the car park now, and we're just about to get ready. They put hot water on. It takes about 20 minutes to heat the hot water, and it's enough for 2 showers and 2 lots of washing up. So we're going to get ready, and then we're going to head into Beamish and do that, and then we may...
The Beamish Village
Museum. We may head back towards the lodge later on tonight and stop off halfway, or we may just drive all the way. We haven't really decided yet. We do have enough gas, water and toilet space to last us all the way, although we do need to go to a public toilet and empty the toilet in it anyway. So
yes, because you've been filling it up quite a lot, haven't you?
Don't pee in it anymore. That's my toilet now.
Number 2.
You can go in a bush.
I went in Sainsbury's yesterday.
Leigh has managed to do, we've done 5 nights now in the van in total, and Leigh has managed to avoid having a number 2 in the toilet. The time will come where he'll have to do it. He might as well just do it now and get it over with.
I'll do it when I need to. When we went to pick up that toaster yesterday in Sainsbury's, I thought, well, I might as well go here. Well, there's a toilet.
You'll give yourself piles forcing it.
I love just opening the door and listening to the birds tweet.
I have to listen to them tweeting here.
This video is sponsored by Surfshark.
Just wanted to spend a few minutes telling you guys about Surfshark. We've mentioned it before to you. It's been completely invaluable on this trip because we've been connecting to a lot of public Wi-Fis. We wanted to make sure that our data, our passwords, our banking details has not been passed over public networks, especially on campsites, or even Starlink, which we have been using from time to time. So yeah, so Surfshark is a VPN client. It allows you to create a connection between your device and the endpoint and allow all your private data to go through a virtual tunnel where nobody on the World Wide Web can see and sniff your data and sort of steal your passwords. So it's great for sort of protecting your identity. So Surfshark works by you choosing where you would like to appear to be. So if you were traveling to America in the coming months and you wanted to get some good hotel prices by booking direct, which is actually known as price discrimination, because a lot of travel companies will actually give you a price in your own currency, which is quite often overinflated over the price of a domestic customer. You can set the VPN client to connect to the USA and then browse to the hotels on the native sites in America, and you can save hundreds of pounds in hotel costs by doing that. So to give you just an example, we did a price comparison on American Airlines for a flight to Orlando. We went to the UK site and we went to the USA site and we compared the two. And as you can see on the screen, there's a bit of a difference there to save money.
Great if you want to access a little extra television. If you want to get some USA Netflix while you're in the UK, you just set your location to USA and your Netflix will show all the programs available in the USA, or Australia or Canada, etc.
Yep. And what's more, what you can do is you can install it on your Amazon Fire Stick or Fire TV, which we've got here. Load the Surfshark up on there, connect to the USA, relaunch Netflix, and you can do it while you're on the move. It doesn't have to be on your phone or your tablet or anything like that. Even though Surfshark does work on almost every device that you could possibly have in your house, your tablets, phones, laptops, PCs, games consoles, smart TVs, etc, etc. There are an unlimited number of devices that you can use on it. So if you've got a large family with lots of kids and they've all got tablets and phones, they can all install it all under one account.
Surfshark do other products in their suite, such as antivirus, so you can keep all your products all in the same brand. They offer a 30-day money-back guarantee, so it's risk-free.
So using the code on the screen now and in the description below, and using our link, use the code LODGEGUYS, will get you an extra 3 months free.
Now back to the video. Right, checklist done properly this time, so hopefully nothing's going to be moving about. Right, so we're heading to the Beamish Village Museum. I'm going to show you how close this park up is. So there it is, Eden Place. We've just come out of the park up.
Oh, we're not even out yet.
There we go. So
yeah, a little early.
That's where we were last night, and where that white car is there, if I'm correct, was the pub.
Yep.
Where we ate that humongous meal in the last vlog. There's the pub, and here is Beamish, north of England, open air museum.
Right, where's the entrance then?
Oh, this looks steep.
Beamish Hall Hotel.
The Black Horse down there. Now you can park there. Let's have a look at this. Welcome to the museum. You can park at the straight on for caravans and stuff. You can park at the Black Horse and pay for a meal, and camper vans can stay there. I'm just checking this out. Seems to be people here already, even though it doesn't open for another 15 minutes or so.
Where's the motorhome section?
To the right.
Are you sure?
Yes,
to the right.
To the right, yeah. Doesn't look to be any here at the moment. So it's a 1950s village. Ooh, there's people queuing already. It's the right queue.
Yeah, but down to the 1920s.
Well, do not reverse park.
So where do we park?
Just anywhere here, I guess.
We'll have it here then.
Yeah. And here we are. Right, so nice and easy to park the camper there, and the village is just there. And look at the queue already. So we booked our tickets online. It's $27.50. It's a bit breezy, but it's actually warm today. So $27.50. If you're a member of the Caravan and Camping Club, you get 15% off. We're not. We may be at some point.
The ticket is also an annual pass as well.
Yeah, the ticket is an annual pass, just like the one yesterday at Nick Castle. So there's two queues. So you do get a bit of a advantage if you booked online. You go to the right hand side. It's a slightly smaller queue. Dogs are welcome on short leads. So you just enter into this room, just to tell you how the museum village started. It was founded by Frank Atkinson, and after visiting Scandinavian Folk Museum, he started collecting things for a museum.
That's Kershaw.
That does look a little bit,
yeah. That's like him, doesn't it?
So it's a huge, huge place with different villages, 1820s. So we've just come in, we're just in there at the moment. We're just in that tiny little building.
Day to get round it.
And it's got all this.
It's got a train station.
Yeah. 1900s towns, 1950s towns.
So
1900s village, 1950s farm. So one of the big reasons we've come in here, again, is it's a Downton Abbey filming location.
Yeah.
From the final series. Time for the bus. Or you can also get a tram. So it looks like the buses go around the whole museum village, and they've got different stops. So we've just cut off at this one, which I think he said is the 1820s village. So there's two paths. Oh, there we go. The old hall, he says, is up on the left, and the wagon way is on the right.
So that's the old hall?
Yeah.
We're actually in. It's not just like a museum, it's like a full town.
Yeah, we're in the village.
It's themed and dated. It's absolutely massive. This is probably as big as Alton Towers, actually.
Right, so we're heading right to the Pockley Wagon Way. Oh, that smells nice.
It's actually a fire.
Coal fire.
It's so hot. That reminds reminds me of my grandma. My grandma used to have a coal fire. This reminds me of that place in York we took Stacey.
Yeah.
Everything's real here. Real fire, real candles. This is obviously the planning or the ticket office, isn't it? Look at the kettle on the stove.
Yeah.
It smells of coal fire.
Coal fires, yeah. You know why? Because there's a coal fire.
Really?
Yeah.
You should have said.
And then a bit of an engine carriage there.
So it sounds like they give kind of either steam train rides or something, because the guys just said to another family that they're just waiting to build the pressure up and then they can start the rides. But it reminds me, this bit here, and I mean I know it's not, but it reminds me on the bit from Chronicles of Narnia where Mrs. O'Cready comes up this hill here and then round and picks up the kids that are on a fake station there. But I've looked that up in the past, that's not here, that's actually down in Surrey somewhere. It's hard to know whether you're straight outside of the museum, but this is like a country lane that's at the side of the Pockley locomotive works. And you just walk down here and there's houses and churches and barns and farms. You can just go in and have a look around.
Is this real? Is this a real
Yes, it's on the map.
Or is this...
No, it's not a real church. It's all part of the... I would imagine back in the day.
So it's not somebody's home?
No,
That's what I
nobody
mean.
lives here. Well, you'll be knocking on the door, so we'll find out.
Right, so it's not somebody's house.
It smells very foisty in there. But it's got a nice Tudor... Not Tudor, thatched roof.
Thatched roof, yeah. Right, let's make us way down to this church.
You can just imagine, can't you, that a film set, like maybe a Princess Bride, she came out with a pail of water and walked into a thing and started spinning a wheel.
Yeah, but it wasn't filmed here, though.
It wasn't, then, anyway.
I love this little church. I want to know when it was like built.
Let's go in.
It does look new, doesn't it? It doesn't look like ancient.
Oh, everything here was in real use at one point, I think.
Oh, was it? Well, we don't know really.
Oh, this is not manufactured. Oh my god. This is weird, isn't it? It's like some of 4 weddings and a funeral. Let me just take a picture. I think you can go up in the bell tower as well. Oh, you can't get in, look. Oh, yeah.
It's like something from an American TV series or something from the Old West.
Look at this, you can open the doors and go in. Like, and go and sit inside. I want to go up into the bell tower, ring the bell. Oh my god, what's this at the back? What if this is like a big office?
Yeah, looks like it.
South Side Chancel?
Right, so this church dates back to 1539, but in 1822 the Bishop of York gave permission to take it down, and it was rebuilt in the 1820s, abandoned in the 1980s, and then moved to this Beamish Museum. So it's from around...
So it wasn't the original location?
It's not the original location, but it's the original church stones and things. Right, we're going upstairs.
It's definitely like Love Actually, because the band's played, didn't they?
He said 4 weddings and a funeral, he meant Love Actually.
They were all same year, weren't they? Look at that. I wonder if that's like when they pump something or whether they were like... I know it's for the lights. Where the lights, they pull the string to lower the lights. And then there's no electric in here as well, if you look. They're all candle holders on the lights. Sounds like Force to me.
I just love the fact that you're just walking around, and obviously it's like a village. Yeah, it is a village, and that's why it's called the Village Museum. But it just feels like you're walking around from like the 1800s. But
it feels like we're on a set.
Yeah, it feels like we're on a set. That's a good way of putting it. It feels like you're on a set of an old TV movie or program. So we're just walking up this path now to a couple of halls. So we've got to the top where the halls are. You can see a tram down there.
This must be the hall then.
Look at the little fairground over there. Oh, yeah. You see it? Yeah. So we've got to go all the way around there today.
We got off the bus there.
Yeah.
And we went right instead of going left. Left brought us up here. And I think this is the hall. And when you go inside, Mrs. Patmore's actually cooking.
Mrs. Patmore is from Downton, if you've not seen it.
Look at this.
What the frig is it?
It's like a...
What do you press?
And it would lift and it would crush something. I don't know what it crushed, but there's obviously something liquid because something pours out there. I don't know what it would be.
Let's have a look in the kitchen then. Mrs. Patmore must have gone upstairs.
Somebody drying the clothes. It's not smoky, it smells like a fire's lit.
Yeah.
This is, you would carry that on your shoulders and have 2 pails of water for carrying up the hill.
Yeah.
Didn't Olive Oil used to have one of them?
Olive oil?
From
Popeye. Jams and pickles.
It's actually real. That's a moist cake. And those biscuits are soggy. I wonder if that's like a real pie. This is really freaky. The fact that it's not props, do you know what I mean?
Nothing better than a fire, is there? Crackling away.
Look at the little cover, the things where you would put your things to cook.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
I love the garden as well. And that looks like the train ride down there, where we were just were. They said they were firing up the train, waiting for the engine to warm up, so you can have train rides. And there's the church, Scarecrow. Church, there we just came from.
Oh, the church?
Yeah, Scarecrow.
Scarecrow. You can walk down here.
And this is the house where we're just in at the moment.
It looks a lot more aristocratic outside than it does in, doesn't it?
Oh, luncheon is served here.
Well, yeah. It's actually really food as well, isn't it?
Well, looks like it, yeah. Here's the menu. Pickled salmon.
Recipes for the Easter buns and the oatmeal and cheese biscuits.
Oh, they sound good. This is a dark bedroom, blimey.
Oh my god, there's another bedroom through that. When we came in, the staircase, there was that, there's like a hoist that hooked up and down, and that's the bottom of it.
I don't like the bedrooms, that's for sure.
Me neither, it's very dark and dismal.
Oh, this is a nicer bedroom. Lots of light. Yeah, this is much better. Got a fire, nice view out onto the garden.
Little pot.
Strange thing to have in a bed upstairs.
It's like a grain loft. Why would you do that on the stairs? Oh god, I touched it and it's real. Go and smell it.
I can smell it
It
from
smells lardy. It smells of bacon. Oh my god, it smells like a dog drop, like a dog chew. Have a smell like that?
I can smell it from here.
It's like proper smoky bacon.
Well, that bedroom's not even got any windows. It must have some light somewhere.
Like a little...
Like a roof light. Yeah. Oh no.
The window. That panics me. Look at that there. That's... I have nightmares about stuff like that. Where it's wide enough to get in, but you can't get out at the other end.
Yeah.
But you can see freedom, but you can't get through it. It just panics me to get out. Right, we've done with the 1820s now. We're going to walk back down to the main road, the circular road that runs around the different time periods. And I love the fact that everything is real and you're allowed to touch and like poke and prod everything. They bring real food in. They tell you not to eat it. There's sign saying don't eat it, it's display only, but there's nothing that says that you can't like lay in the bed or touch the meat or poke the bread or whatever. It's just, and the fact that the coal fires are lit and there's real candles.
And there's people dressed up in costumes.
Like guides.
In different rooms that tell you all about things. Freaking hell, they've rammed that tram full of people. So it's up there to the next part of the village. I think we'll get a tram or something. Decided to walk to get our steps up.
I wonder what era this is from.
2012, that one.
Right, we've jumped forward 130 years into the 1950s. So these are some of the things that we're expecting to see around here. So the first stop behind us is the welfare centre, which actually does look like houses you would see nowadays, doesn't it?
They've got a fish and chip place in the 1950s.
Nice.
I'm not hungry at all.
They've got a cafe and all. Well, I'll have a coffee, a 1950s coffee. Kids' playground over there. We're not going to film that, obviously. And then there's some houses over there, that have got washing out.
And there's a 1950s semi-detached over here.
Oh yeah.
Which just looks like any kind of street in the UK.
We're going to go and have a look.
They are rebuilding quite a lot of it. It's just said on the thing, they're putting a 1950s cinema up and all sorts of stuff. Bowling green.
Them houses look like my grandma's used to.
It's just so... I love it. And then there's the town up there.
It's like we're in a housing estate. It's like we're in Chickenley or something like that. Right, we're in a set of houses now. We're going to go inside. I do know that there's some washing in the backyard. Oh my god, it's like going into my nana's. Look at this. It's literally my nana's sitting room. Oh my god. I even know she keeps Christmas cake. I remember that fire, I remember that clock. I remember an old sofa that she...
It looks nice and comfy, doesn't it?
Oh my god, it's weird. It's so weird. Oh my God, it's literally like being at my nana's. My mum used to have one of them, like a little wicker box, and then the old tiny fireplace with these ceramic tiles. They had electric back in that day as well, didn't they?
1950s.
Look at these doors. Everything's so...
This reminds me of something.
I know, porcelain fireplace.
Like my grandma.
Yeah, I've just said,
outside.
I feel like I'm in my nana's bedroom. She used to have soaps in that drawer.
Utility room with all the old
Packets
packets of food and stuff.
Yeah, there's stuff in.
Birds. And this bathroom was just like my dad's mum's, my grandma.
Oh, what's the smallest bath I've ever seen? Oh, it's a sitting bath.
Oh, sitting bath. Oh, it's quite.
Deep, and you sit in it, and then.
That's a good idea for a small space, isn't it?
Do you want it back?
Well, yeah. And then they've got the tea towels and their towels out washing and drying online.
Right, we'll have to see Betty, who lives next door.
Hiya.
Hi.
How you doing?
Great, thank you.
Good.
About 10 years.
Look at those fires though, they're from like 1980s.
Now,
We used to have one of them.
we used to have one of them. The old-fashioned radios.
Oh look, and everybody used to have these dogs as well. Mum used to have some of them dogs. Remember these dogs?
Yeah.
Everybody used to have them, didn't they?
It's putting out heat, the fire. Look at the glasses case.
Finel, they're small glasses.
Oh my God, they've got glasses in as well.
I'd love to spend like a week or two back in that time, you know, like without any social media, without any internet and stuff like that, without any email, without sort of TVs, and just experience that offline world for a bit. So this one, this house is 1943, so it's 10 years earlier than the one next door.
Maybe Betty moved in 10 years before.
Yeah.
Nancy.
Yeah. Right, so we're going into the 1950s council estate area now, but it
Feels like Rita Swan Bob too, doesn't it?
it does look more sort of modern from what we can remember in the 80s. I'll have to see what it is like inside.
The houses look authentic, the gardens don't. You never had gardens like this, and was one thing missing. The house number was usually painted on the wall with gloss paint, and there's an old washing machine out front.
This is a much bigger house than the other one.
We had that in lockdown, didn't we?
Similar here.
Oh my God, I remember these sideboards. My grandma used to have sideboards like that. Oh my God, tea towels and glasses casing sideboard.
So back in those days, if you wanted to go to the loo, you used to come out here.
Outdoor toilets.
What's in here? Like
Well,
a
not in
little
50s,
shed.
but earlier than that. Go-kart. Oh my God, I used to actually made one of them. Can you remember? Did you ever make a go-kart? Probably not.
No, I didn't actually.
I'm sure my grandma used to have this, or my mum used to have this sofa. Get a hairdryer in there. The gardens don't look authentic. They look too new and too perfect. But inside here, it looks brilliant, doesn't it? Look at the old fire. And then over here, you've got your radio before they had TV, or people that couldn't afford TVs.
Look at this little cocktail maker.
Oh my God. You probably get them in antique shops now. Okay, so it's quite busy in there, but the house next door looks newer. I wonder what era this is from.
Looks like it's from 1980.
It looks newer at the front, definitely. Let's go and have a look. Right, so we're just talking to one of the guys next door. She actually told us that these houses were replicas and models of people's actual houses. And some of the guys actually lived in the original houses, including this lady here, she's called Esther. And this is a replica of her house. Everything is exactly as it was when she lived there. And it's just very eerie and weird.
There's the cupboard under the stairs. Is Harry in there?
No, you can go upstairs in this house.
Bedroom, nice and bright. So this is a replica of somebody's house.
Identical.
Yeah.
Everything. The house itself, they did a competition.
It was a competition and she won it, yeah. To replicate her house.
Oh my God, I had this book. I haven't seen that for 45 years. You might remember that. The jacket's on backwards, but oh my God. Yeah.
The bedroom's bigger than our bedrooms. Oh, look at them. I always remember those from 1980s.
Knitted.
Yeah.
Like darned
Yeah.
knitted.
Like a little community hall here.
It's like Mr. Bates in the post office when they had that meeting in wherever it was,
And a
Fenridge.
stage.
Oh my goodness. This is so weird.
Right, so all that bit where we just went now is the new bit. They got a £10 million National Lottery Trust fund thing,
Grant.
grant, and that's all new, and they're still building it, a cinema and a new part of the street and everything. So now we're going around into the 1950s town street where the fish and chip shop is and things like that. I was just saying to Nick, it's great that you get an annual pass here for your when you get your ticket.
Seems quite common no matter where we go now.
Yeah, around here, yeah.
Same as York Minster when we did that.
Because you can come back at like different seasons. So I wonder what it's like at Christmas here. I wonder if they do like
foil decorations,
trim it all up for
tinsel.
Yeah, I'd love it.
I've just described it to Leigh as like the old-fashioned film, the original Westworld, where it had different areas of history, replicated towns, and it's like that here, like 1950s town, the 1820s town, and we're just walking in now, and it actually does look like we're just walking into a village. It's just weird, it's just strange. So this is the cinema here.
That's coming soon.
And the guy, when we were doing that drilling, which you can still hear, he was on a thing there. These are like laundrettes or whatever those shops are, but very, very strange to see new buildings looking like old.
Hairdressers there. A cafe. Is this for the fish and chips?
Rolls and Crown and Epcot's that busy. I want to go in sweet shop.
So the sweet shop looks like it's an actual cafe. You can sit down and buy some coffee and corned beef pie and stuff like that.
Cherry crumble.
Right, so we've got ourselves a seat and a cup of tea each, and we're waiting for
Corned beef pie.
corned beef pie.
I think it comes with chips and salad.
We were going to go to the fish and chips, but maybe a little later when the
Maybe not.
if the queue goes down a little bit.
It's not what we were expecting. We were expecting like a pie in a bag, weren't we?
Yeah, this is nice. Actually, nice
Like,
gravy.
it is actually how my mum would serve pie and chips when I was a kid. Pie covered in gravy, oxo gravy. You can tell it's oxo gravy.
Homemade chips as well.
Well, they are definitely.
Right, we're making our way into the street. Here comes the fire engine. For some reason. So each shop is actually open and it is what it says it is. So that's a bakery, you can go in and buy buns and cakes.
They're making things right now. They're rolling scone mix out in front of everybody, cooking it and then baking it. So it's not bought in stuff, it's all like done on site.
Photography shop, so that's where you can go and get a photo taken.
There's all the props.
Yeah. Chemist. It smells really nice in here. I think it's a chemist. Yeah, spray perfumes and lip balms.
I thought it was jam.
And soap. I don't know what it is that smells nice, but something smells really good.
Soap.
Carbolic soap.
Oh my god, remember that stuff.
Right, so we're 99% sure that this was, what was it called? Branson and Lady Mary's latest
What's it called?
husband.
What's it called?
I forgot what it's called. This is their shop in the final season of Downton, where they opened a shop.
So on the big sign above it said Branson and whatever he's called. Yeah. I think in the final film, watch out.
There's a car coming.
In the final film, you go down that alley and that's where Branson's counter was. You know when that major came in and asked him questions about the King and Queen's visit?
Yeah.
I think it's down there.
Yeah, we've just asked a guide and he did say, yes, this is what was in Downton.
The series and the film. So
Yeah.
down there, we need to go in now and have a look. Right at the beginning of the first film, when the King and Queen visit, and it's in the opening credits actually, this is the counter that Branson stood behind, and the major walks up here, I think, and talks to him. But this is definitely Branson's shop, and that's the showroom when in the series, when Henry Talbot, which is his
That's
name,
it.
Branson and Talbot, Henry Talbot and Branson open a car company, and they actually film it inside there with those cars inside.
So this is the like showroom where Mary, Henry and Branson are in, and he's just telling Mary that this is his new shop, his new business that he's bought. Right, we're going to go and have a look in the Masonic Hall. It looks like something out of a, could be like in a horror film, this. Blimey, this is a big place.
Our friend Bob's a Freemason, so I'm going to send him the picture. I recognise the logo on the wall, and I'll send him the badge on the floor outside.
Just in the vaults of Barclays Bank. And just hello, I didn't get a name, but hello to the woman upstairs in the bank.
Behind the counter showing us the coins.
Just had a lovely conversation with her, just been telling about his van conversion and stuff. And there you go, the vaults of the bank. Co-op there. But this place gets really busy in the summer.
Is it now? Look at it.
Yeah, when it's. I mean, I think some kids are still on holiday for Easter, but I imagine in the summer it gets really busy. Ah, there's a horse in the stables.
We were just walking down and I said to Leigh, I think they get a real horse, wouldn't you?
And there is one.
And there's one there.
It's having a drink or some food or something.
It smells of Jay's fluid, doesn't it, in here?
Oh, I want him to turn around. Let's go have a look in the pub.
You look sad.
Oh no, I'm thinking. I can't do both.
So when we went into the pub behind us, I asked the lady, there was sawdust all over the floor, and I said, what's the sawdust for? And she says, it's a, what is this, a spit and something pub?
Yeah, I was on the other side of the pub, so I couldn't
She basically said, when the miners go down the pit and they cough all the coal soot up, they just spit it on the floor, and the sawdust is to soak it up. Which I've never heard that before, but apparently that's what they did up here. So, oh my God, look at this.
Some houses.
This looks like my mum's old street. Doesn't it? It's like row of terraced houses. Oh, you can get to go into. Let's go in this one then. Miss Florence Smith. She was a teacher. Lady just passed us and said she couldn't live in here. It's too crowded and too cluttered. Oh my God, you're not kidding. Oh my God, what a pigsty. It's just weird, isn't it?
Like a hoarder's place. Reminds me of Lisa's old house.
Nice wallpaper though, they've got that in Staley Homes, I've seen it before. Well yeah, it does remind us of Lisa's actually. She just needs a box to declutter it. Kitchen. Right, we've come upstairs. I guess once you've seen them one, you've seen them all, haven't you? They all look like, well, that looks a little bit like the one in Bodie. Look at the bedpan under the table and the pot to piddle in. Nice dress. Look at the cracks on the wall. I wonder if they were added like for authenticity or.
That lady was right. There was a lot of ornaments and trinkets in this house.
4-poster though. Is that like a bed warmer, or is that something to pee in?
It's a bit like our kidney pee bottle.
Look at this. Look at the screen. Right, going into the backyard. Oh my God, this. I know what Leigh's going to say. What's this remind you of? Yes, exactly that. I knew you were going to say that. Exactly the same. It was exactly like this, wasn't it? He was in there having a pee, and his dad spotted him that he'd still got his bit on his end of his bit, and they were scrubbing in it. In fact, it was this door here, wasn't it?
It's called East is East. It's a British film.
It's amazing. It's so funny, and it's got Mrs. Patmore in it from Downton. So you would expect to see this, and normally you'd have another row of houses on the opposite way, and your neighbour opposite would have.
The street.
Oh, it just looks like the back end of Coronation Street, doesn't it?
Right, we're going to go and check out the train station down there. The booking office at the train station. The signal box.
There used to be one of these near where I used to live, and it used to be in use up until, well, we saw it, me and you, didn't we? And then they took it down and replaced it with all like digital signals. Right, so for people that don't know what a signal box is, because it's probably not something that most people are even aware of, but you know when multiple train tracks, you can see there are the train tracks all crisscrossed together, it allows you to pull a lever and it makes your train go from one track to another.
Right, we're going to have a look around the fair. Right, we're getting on a tram finally to go to the next part of the museum.
1900 town and pit village.
Next. Right, we're coming up to the next village, which is the 1900s Pit Village. So many schools still look like that, don't they? Around.
My Sunday school was like that.
Oh, I never went to
And
a Sunday
my junior
school. Yeah. You used to wash your hands when you'd been out for a play.
Hang your coats on mini coat hooks.
Hanging coats there, yeah.
Oh my God, it's so strange because it's so familiar.
I never went to school like this.
Oh, what about this inside?
Oh, nice fire.
I never had to qualify in my school either.
I'm going to say this is a bit before your time, isn't it?
The building was, but not the inside.
Chalkboards.
Your mum won't remember that. I remember these, like pots for quills and things, when you did like calligraphy.
Now into the chapel. A bit more high tech. This one, they've got a projector.
Maybe we should get one of them for Van.
And the screen's up there.
That'd fill panel.
Right, we're going into the garden. They've got allotments in the garden. And there's another fish and chip shop over there, but I've just heard somebody say the fish and chip shop queue is massive.
Chives? Is that mint or is that sage? Oh, I don't know what that is, it's weird.
I would like a garden like this, but obviously we travel about, so everything will just die.
You wouldn't even wash patio, never mind cook that.
What? No, I'm not sure about that. They've got the bed in the living room.
Yeah, that's for when the mother-in-law comes to live with them.
That's probably their bath, what they got washed with, and their outside toilets. What's in there?
Like the laundry.
Oh, the laundry room, like the utility room.
Yeah.
Right, we've almost done the full loop now. We're back at the colliery, which was actually just down from the reception area. There's the pit village here, and then there's the pit farm across the road when we're walking back up, and then we're almost back at the beginning.
I fancy an ice cream. There's lots of ice cream stalls around, but the queues are huge.
Queues are ridiculous, and this is a quiet day as well. Right, we're just going to head into the colliery. I don't know whether this was a real pit or whether it's like a fabricated one. Can you get up them steps? We have done a pit before, the Yorkshire Mining Museum in near Horbury Bridge. Well, the door's open. Right, I'll just follow you.
Yeah, let's go this way. Reminds me of something like out of Call of Duty.
Call of Duty?
Yeah.
Which Call of Duty have you played that's got miners?
When you're walking around all train yards and stuff.
Maybe a little bit. Oh, and let's set of steps. Oh, so this is where the coal comes on the conveyor belt and gets sorted. Straight from the pit, down the pit, and then chopped up maybe into smaller chunks before being loaded onto lorries. And then there's another set of steps. Bleeding hell, we're going to get the steps in today. I think this is supposed to represent the pit shaft, but you probably don't go anywhere. Unless it was a real pit, I don't know. Was it a real pit when you looked it up? You didn't look it up?
I thought you could go across there, you can't.
Oh no. Whew. So there's a little train track that comes here and then kind of stops in this room. Presumably goes onto the conveyor belt for it to be sorted.
That is the queue for the second fish and chip shop that we've seen. So it's obviously a popular thing to have fish and chips here.
Yeah, maybe give it a miss.
Here's a good view of the whole village, or the villagers should I say, in their different regions. And we're heading back up to the entrance now.
I wonder what that is there. That farm building in the middle.
Don't know, I can't remember seeing that.
We must have gone past it.
Yeah, we must have. Oh my. Is this my iced latte?
No, I'm afraid not. Yours is just cold coffee.
I'm surprised you got, what is it?
It's a deluxe hot chocolate with loaded with marshmallows and cream.
We're in the cafe on the way out, so I've got an iced latte because I fancy something cool. It's really warm today. What have we got here? Cheese sandwich and
raspberry and
almond tart.
Yeah.
Lovely. Nick had an accident and threw his hot chocolate all over the place. The table was very sticky and it stuck to it.
even the tray was stuck to the table, and as soon as I went to pick it up, it stuck to it and won't come off.
Yeah, so they're kindly doing another one for us. Blimey, there's loads of camper vans now that we're coming back. I wonder where they all stayed last night. Look how small that one is. So cute. And they're all way along there as well. Right, we are back in the van. So, our thoughts on Beamish Open Air Outdoor Museum. We loved it, absolutely loved it. Towards the end, we got a little bit sort of like, yeah, we've seen one of these already, but I think our mistake there was we went to a cafe straight away. What we should have done is gone to a cafe sort of halfway through and just had a little bit of a recharge and a little downtime. We were just powering on through everything and looking at everything, but I absolutely loved it. The 50s area was our favourite part, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We absolutely loved that, looking around the houses that, you know, we kind of reminded us of our grands and grandparents.
There were so many things we didn't see.
Like what?
Like, we didn't see the train, we didn't go under the train.
Oh no,
back
the train
in the
wasn't.
1842 line.
Oh yeah, the train was there. It was just starting up because we got there early. It was just starting up, and we did skip the pit farm as well.
Yeah.
That had cafes and stuff as well, apparently. So
We'll save something for next time.
yeah, because you get an annual pass with your ticket, so you can go back again. I'd love to see what it's like at Christmas. But thoroughly enjoyed that. Really, really enjoyed it. I think
It felt like the theme park years ago, American Adventure.
yeah, I
It
still
felt like
American
that
Adventure.
without the rides.
Yeah.
Didn't it?
So the 1950s town, excuse me, 1950s town is fantastic as well with all the shops, and that looks to be where they're spending most of the lottery fund, which is great. But I think once you've been in the 1950s part, the other bits are a little underwhelming. Not that they're bad, it's just that the 1950s part is so good that it makes the other ones not quite feel quite as good. But just a great day out, I thought that was. Really enjoyed it, and I'm really glad we went.
Years and years and years we've meaning to go there.
Yeah, and anybody, I mean, we looked at the price, I think it was £27 odd, and we didn't think at first, well, that's a bit pricey, but you can spend all day there, like all day.
All year.
Well, no, you can go there all year, yeah, but you can spend a full day there. If you're in the local area, yeah, you can keep going back as many times as you like.
It felt like a theme park.
Yeah, it did. It felt like a theme park. I mean, it had the rides, obviously, in the fun fair. They were extra charge, like £2.50, I think it was, or £10 for 5 rides on things. But I just really, really enjoyed that. I love it when something like is over your expectations, like goes over and above them, and that did. Definitely enjoyed that. So
it made it extra special as well because it's
of the Downton
it's known to
episodes,
us
yeah,
from
for us
Downton
as well. Yeah, so that's one of the
The one thing we didn't find was the shop that Mrs. Packmore went to in the film.
We'll have to Google that where it was.
Yeah, I think it was probably in the 1950s area, but it wasn't a convenience store, which is what it was in the TV programme, and that was probably what threw us off.
Yeah,
It was probably a sweet shop, and they've just changed the window display
yeah, because
for
we
it.
didn't go into some of the sweet shop. We didn't go in every single shop.
Yeah.
So it must have been one of the shops that we just didn't go
Yeah.
in. But yeah, loved it. So we are now heading back to the lodge because tomorrow our friends Neil, Tracy and Faith are arriving, and we've got lots of deliveries. Our desk for the spare bedroom has arrived today, so we need to go and pick that up. And we've got has the bumper arrived?
The bumper, the side
bumper
trim,
and the side trim
lettering.
and the lettering for the back of the van have all arrived. So we want to get all that done, and we've got beds to change before our guests arrive. So we're about 2 hours and 24 minutes away from the lodge, so we're going to get back, get the bedding washed in here and stuff for our next trip, and at some point along the way we've got to edit all these videos, and we want to reorganise all those cupboards in there as well to make them more efficient.
But we need to do it together because
Yeah, so we
both have an
agree
idea
on
of
it.
where things are going, and we've got Chris in 3 places and
Yeah.
cleaning stuff in 3 places.
Oh, and last night as well, I forgot to say, I slept on the other side of the bed last night, just to give Nick some more room.
Not that I needed it.
No, but I just thought, oh, have a go without the cupboards above you. And I slept okay until about 3 o'clock, and then I woke up, and I could hear that Nick was awake, and I think it was like huffing and puffing. I'm like, oh, what's up with you? I said, are you awake? And he was like, yes, worst sleep ever. He says, I hate this side. And I'm like, oh, thank God. If you like this side, let's swap back.
So we did, and
We did, and then we both fell asleep and all the way until like 7 this morning. So we've tried a different side and we didn't like it. We like our own side. And to be fair, and I got right underneath the cupboards as well.
See, I've not done that.
And
I don't need to. There's enough room.
Well, Nick
without
gets a bit
having to get up there.
claustrophobic, but I don't. So I got right under, got right comfy, and I did hit my arm a couple of times when I was turning over, but it wasn't, I don't go like this when I'm in my sleep, so I didn't hit my head or anything like that. So there you go. A thoroughly nice, enjoyable few days, and we both said we're going back with hardly anything on a list. Like the last time we went away, we went back with the right list of improvements to do.
Of stuff.
This time, all we need is to do with, like, we want to put a bottom on that stool so it can be moved around easier. So we've got to do that, and we've still got the fly screen to do, but that's not. We knew we had to do that
It's
anyway.
not essential. Not this time of year.
And then obviously just the reorganisation of the cupboards.
We've ordered a thermometer because we're having to use the remote control on the Max there to find out what the internal temperature is.
So we wanted a bigger one that we can just look at straight away. So
there's one being delivered to a locker today, which we'll pick up when we get back.
We've got a lot of deliveries when we get back, mostly for the van, and like I said, the desk for the spare bedroom. I can't wait to get that out and have a look at that. So I'll hopefully be editing on that tonight. we've just gone through Stamford Bridge and on his way back to the lodge, and coming up is if anybody's been this way, so like on the, what are we on there now, the A166 from York via Stamford Bridge to Bridlington Way, you'll know there's a huge massive hill which most cars struggle with because it goes on and up for so long. It's the first time we've taken Taylor the van on a hill like this before, and
While she's been complete.
Nick's very anxious, so we'll see.
About to go up
We'll
in a
see
second.
how it goes.
Just round this corner. Even the car struggles to get up
Yeah,
here.
it does. It's one of those long hills that goes on forever and gets steeper and steeper. And at the top, I'm sure there's like there's a crucifix with Jesus on it in the top. So you give your prayers to like, thank
here,
God we got up.
Right, here we go. Let's build up some speed to get up it.
And coming back down this way, there's like a runoff barrier in there for if you lose
Just in
your
case you can't
brakes.
brake, yeah.
So Nick's been anxious for about 15-20 minutes knowing this was coming up, and here it comes.
We're in 5th gear at the minute.
5th gear, freaking hell, you're gonna have to go down a lot for that.
Well, we're not even starting on the hill yet.
Don't know, but do you not want to get a little bit more?
Let's take a run up at it.
Yeah,
This is nothing, this bit.
I know. This is just a flat bit. Here we go. This is the start of it.
I need to go down here.
Yeah, definitely. You've gone up.
I haven't.
Oh my goodness! You've gone into wrong. Well, you've
Third gear.
screwed that up, freaking out.
3rd gear. I lost all my momentum now.
There's the braking place for when you're coming down, because it's that steep. If you you're gonna have to go down to 2nd gear. Oh, freaking hell! We must be going so slow. What are we going?
We're in 2nd gear.
Everybody's passing us. Yeah, at least we can get up to 3rd gear now. Oh, easy.
We're not up yet.
Easy.
We're still at the apex. We've got to go up the apex.
Nah, this is the top now, I
I
think.
can't believe people are so absolutely stupid to overtake on the brow of a hill.
Well,
Oh,
that's it, I think, innit?
I don't know, but second, we're proper revving in 2nd. My concern was that what's going to happen when we're in France and we're going up like that.
Oh, there we go.
The dawn.
There's the where you give thanks for your car getting up the hill.
That
Done
got
it.
up to 40 RPMs. That's the highest RPM the van's done.
Right, we are back, and we have put the desk up. We've unpacked. We've put the desk up. So we're just going to show you a few things before we finish this vlog. Nick's going to show you around.
Right, we're doing the van or the desk first.
We'll do the desk first, might as well, since we're inside.
Follow me.
So the desk arrived.
And it's perfect.
It fits perfect. I haven't actually got around to editing or anything like that yet.
But this fits, which we got from Timu. Or Temu, if you want to pronounce it.
Those
Like a
boxes will be
non-stick
gone, obviously. I now have a desk.
It's also a dressing table when people come and they don't get makeup and mark the wood.
Yeah, so we have got visitors this weekend, so I'm not going to set my laptop up yet.
Yep. Check out the next video, we're going to show you these.
Yeah. Well, maybe not the next video. But
Well, whichever, next video and then with video after. We got sent them. We'd love to use them, but the problem is they're not compatible as just 2 with our inverter. We'll explain a little bit more, but they are pretty cheap. And had we known before we bought our batteries, we'd have probably got 3 of them, because 3 of them is about half the price of 2 of ours. And they will give us double the capacity in the van. So stay tuned on the next, in a couple of vlogs about that one. And then the next one, follow me.
out to the van.
Yeah.
So we have a big pile of rubbish here.
Skip.
That has to
So
go to
you can obviously have a clue what one I'm going to show you now.
That's his old bumper.
Nice new shiny bumper, which I fitted. I just need to order some clips because we've got one missing there and we've got one on the side panel. Now this piece here, with this damaged bit, hasn't turned up yet. It's not shipped. Well, it has, but it hasn't actually gone anywhere. Next one is our little mini thermometer and humidity sensor. Turn up.
It's warm in here, isn't
So it is warm in here actually, 21 degrees. Where do you want this?
Oh, well, just bang my head.
Bang your head?
We'll find that. We'll see you later.
There?
No, I don't want it on show.
Or do you want it on the
head.
sensor display?
Yeah, all on the sensor display.
Ooh, look at this.
A nice new plant.
So this little pot turned up from Amazon. We got 3 in the set, and then this is the grass thing that we got from Timu. We're getting a lot of flies and things
Need
in,
to put a
so
bug screen up.
we need to build it first. And then that I'm going to put... Oh, I don't know where. It don't really fit anywhere.
It will. So I'm going to finish this vlog, so I hope you enjoyed our day in Beamish, and I hope you enjoyed our last few vlogs where we've been away in the van. We are going to put a bottom on this stool in the next vlog, and our friends are coming to the lodge as well. So we'll see you on the next vlog. Thanks for watching today, guys. Hit the like button, click the notification bell, drop us a comment below, and we'll see you on the next vlog.
Bye-bye.
Bye.